welcome into the X-Bionic Sphere on the outskirts of Bratislava, Slovakia. This is the Day 1 European Championship Highlight Show. I'm your host, Eric Wolanowski, joined alongside the pride of Bolton, UWW broadcast analyst George Dram. George, welcome to the show. The UWW team from Russia won 4 of 5 gold medals, but it was the Georgian Olympic silver medalist Givi who stole the show here in Bratislava, becoming the lone non-UWW athlete to claim gold. And that is exactly where we'll start. The man from Mars scored a 1-point win over Magomed Kurbanov from the UWW team to claim his 3rd European title using a head pinch and a passivity point in the second period to outlast Sadulayev's late replacement, Kurbanov, 3-2. So George, Givi seems to be wrestling on another level. What a spectacular performance. Talk about his week.
I mean, it was great. I mean, you saw the whole tournament, it was great. He looked comfortable. He moved so good for a 97-kilo guy. He's quick on his feet. He's quick with his hands. And in the final, he just stayed composed. And you could see him looking at the clock the whole time, seeing the time tick down. And he knew, okay, I've not got much time left. But he kept it till the end. He kept it tight and then got that head pinch at the end for that 2 points and just picked him at the post.
And I'll ask you this, 2 or 4 on that head pinch. Where are you going?
It's got to be a 2.
Yeah, you think it's 2?
I don't think it was from standing. I mean, Kurbanov was almost laying on his stomach before he got turned. So in my opinion, it was a 2. But great tactics keeping it so close towards the end. It's definitely something that he spoke about beforehand.
And let's welcome in Givi to the show to talk about whether he thinks that was 2 or 4. And now we welcome in the man from Mars, 3-time European champion, Givi Metrashvili. Welcome to the show.
Bonjour.
Let's start here. First off, how did you feel Sadulayev pulls out the competition? How did you feel?
I don't feel nothing. I know Sadulayev is the legend. He's a 2-time Olympic champion. He's the legend. But when I'm preparing in the competition, it doesn't matter for me who is, in the mat, who see me. It doesn't matter for me. It's the same everyone. It's the same everyone.
2 dominant wins.
It's my mentality, just.
That's a good mentality to have. 2 dominant wins before reaching the finals against Kurbanov. Talk about the gold medal match.
Kurbanov is good wrestler. He have many medals. As he's strong. I feel this. He's strong. He's so physical. Like bodybuilder, some. But I'm Georgian from Mars. It's no problem.
Were you surprised with how prepared he was, knowing that it was such a short notice that he showed up?
No. I'm thinking, I'm going inside in the mat, and I win 10-0. But it's the wrestling. He's going in a different way. He's some situation is more strong, and I'm changing in wrestling, position. And it is what it is.
And let's talk about the finals. You get the victory, of course, but the head pinch, they only gave 2. How did you feel about that?
I think it's a 4. What do you think?
I thought it was 4. It was close to 4.
But he's the Russian. He's a big country. We are a small country, and we are only 3 million. But it is what it is. We are champions now.
The 3-time European champion. You never lost at the European Championship. So talk about what you like about this competition.
This competition, I feel more, heavy because, all year when you win in European, the mentality is going in a, different pressure, and I push myself, all day. And when I wake up in the morning, all day I push myself. We need this. This is my dream. I'm different. I think so. I'm a different wrestler because for me it's not some material, something in wrestling. For me, it's one is my flag. My hymn. When I stand, this is everything. I enjoy this moment. This is everything for me. I'm enjoying this life.
Yeah, of course, and you passed Geno Petrashvili now on the Georgian freestyle list. He has 2 European titles. You're now tied with Vlad Kinchikashvili as a 3-time European champion from Georgia. What does that mean to you?
This person is the legend, and I'm going in this way, and step to step, I need this. I need same. Why not? Geno is my best friend, he's my coach, we always together in Georgia, but I need this way going. 3-time world, why not? And Olympic champion, why not?
That's the next goal, the World Championship. So the focus moves to the World Championships and Ahmed Tajudinov. You have loads of confidence. We can see that. But of course, you lost to Tajudinov last time you wrestled. What do you have to do to pick up a victory against him? What improvements do you need?
Tajudinov is the seriously good wrestler. You know, he is a talent. You know, he now is the Olympic champion. But you know, I'm gonna need to, and I will give everything this moment. You know, and I'm preparing for him. Why not? You know, I'm gonna need world champion, Olympic champion. Why not? I'm preparing that.
Is there anybody at 97 kilos that you can't beat?
What?
Is there anybody at 97 kilos right now that you cannot beat?
Just Tajudinov only, and Satwar.
What do you have to do for Sajlaev? Because he might be at the World Championships. We still don't know.
I don't need to say, you know, something because this guy is a legend, you know. I don't need some talking shit, you know. We will see everything in the mat.
And let's talk about the hair. Can we see the haircut? You're a barber.
Yeah, this looks like good, yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
My barber is the same from Mars, you know. I love my barber. Hello.
Nice job. Well, congratulations on winning your third European title, 3-time European champion Givi Matrashvili.
Ciao.
And let's circle back to the 4 UWW athletes from Russia who claimed gold starting at 57 kilos, where U23 world champion Naisha Mongoose continued that near-perfect defense, stopping Azmat Tuskaya from becoming the first Serbian freestyle wrestler to win a European gold with a 7-4 decision. Mongoose did give up an offensive point in the competition, but George, I love your breakdown on the call for what you said, the defense for Mongoose, how he was able to keep so many guys at bay. Talk about that.
Well, he's quite tall for the weight, and if you look at how he stands, his chest sticks way far in front of his base where his legs are, and that plus with the long arms, it keeps their opponents at such a big distance. It's so hard to get underneath him, and with that forward pressure, you can't attack off the back foot, and when you do, those legs are so far away, it's over that chest placement, 100%.
Yeah, you have to figure now what happens with Zaur Rogoyev, who was in the 61 kilo finals, and Mongoose at 57 kilos. That's going to be a great matchup. But we'll move to 65 kilos, where 24-year-old Ibrahimov from the UWW team stopped the young and up-and-coming Frenchman Hamzat Emirsazoyev in the gold medal match 3-0, and it didn't come easy. Emirsazoyev was in multiple shots, and he was in deep.
Yeah, I mean, he just kept going at him, and he was quick, he's young, didn't have anything to lose, did he? So he had less respect for his opponent and just kept going in and going in and going in. What Ibrahimov did so well is those in-match adjustments. He realised in the first round, when he gets that chest pinch given away, the young Frenchman shoots on the corner and catches that ankle. In the second round when he tried it, he blasted through him and drove him completely off the mat. And it's those in-match adjustments what makes a champion or a second-place winner.
Absolutely key, but not only the in-match adjustments, the in-season adjustments, and with that, we'll circle back to the Muhammad Malo just 5 weeks ago, where he gave up 14 points in one match, losing to Sharif Ulu from Kyrgyzstan, and fast forward here. He gave up 2 points in 4 matches and 1 gold. So to go from that to where he is now, talk about the improvements for Ibrahimov over these last 5 weeks.
Well, he just looked a lot more comfortable, he looked a lot fitter, and for the whole United Way Wrestling team that you saw wrestling today, they fought for every single point. Even when he was 8 or 7 points in front, even on the edge, a lot of wrestlers would just step out and give 1 point away. They fought for every single point in the whole competition.
And we'll talk about stepping out and giving up the 1 point as we'll move to 70 kilos with David Baev from the UWW team. Returned to international competition for the first time since 2019, where he won that world title in Nur-Sultan, taking out Hungary's world champion Ismail Musakayev, Azerbaijan's next big thing in Kenan Habitov, before closing out with a 4-win win over European champion Arman Andrezian out of Armenia. And even with that crazy road to gold, to think about what he was able to do, only gave up 1 point this entire competition. And you said, was it 27-1?
27-1, yeah, the whole competition. And when somebody's been out of international competition so long, you expect them to come back with a little bit of mat rust or a little bit, just not feeling 100% like he was before. None of that today. He just came out flying, looked comfortable, no mistakes. Zero. Was in position the whole time, in balance, heavy hands, good shots, and great defense.
And I did not know this, but David Baev speaks English. So I went up to him after and I said, you looked hesitant on the out of bounds line. You looked frustrated when you gave up that 1 point. Did you know that you were pitching the shutout? And he said, yes, I did know. But if you look at what happened, had I given up the 1 point, then I do lose that shutout. But on the other end, if I didn't give up that 1 point, I felt that Andrisian was going to throw me for 4, so I'd rather give up the 1 and the 4. But for more for Baev, let's throw it to the English-speaking Russian.
The championships went well. I'm feeling myself very good. I'm feeling myself perfect. Each opponent needed personally attitude. There were no easy fight. It's more than just a feeling. I'm very happy. I'm happy be here and I'm happy win. I didn't have a goal, not give up a point. Just want only win. I training with Sidakov around 10 years. He helps me, in training, in camps. I train with him once a week, every week. It's very help me. It's very help me and make me better. Gatsalov is a legendary wrestling, a legendary person, and when such person prepares to you, it's make and gives a lot of power. I'm planning to continue training and win. I'm very love this sport, very love win, very love its feeling. My heart is belong this sport now. Yes.
And finally, last but not least, at 79 kilos, world champion Ahmed Usmanov added a second European title to his resume with a 7-1 win over France's Alemhan Kajiev, keeping his perfect senior international slate clean, improving to 17-0. But more importantly, 7 of those wins came either against a world or an Olympic medalist. George, Usmanov is quietly one of those guys who the world doesn't talk about enough. Why do you think so?
It's just the way he wrestles. He doesn't really get in these crazy matches because he does everything so cleanly. There's no drama involved, there's no hesitant, there's no big mistakes. He just keeps everything clean and just gets point by point by point, workmanlike performance every single time.
And a few of those wins, we'll run through them real quick. 2 against Magomed Habib Karimagomedov, 1 win over world champion Avtandil Kinchadze, 1 win over 4-time world medalist Mohammad Nokadi from Iran, 2 wins over world silver medalist Vladimir Igam Kralidze, and 1 win over Vasyl Mikhailov from Ukraine. Just an insane resume for Usmanov, but that does it for the Day 1 European Championship highlight show. For George Ram and the rest of our crew here in Slovakia, I'm Eric Olenowski saying so long, wrestling fans.